Let's watch a video and move to our topic.
Michael and Eddie are enjoying their ice creams at the backyard. Michael says, "What a hot day." Eddie says, "Look, Michael, my ice cream's melting. I wonder how it happens." Michael explains, ice cream absorbs heat from the surroundings and it melts. When ice cream melts, it changes its state from solid to liquid. Eddie asks, "It absorbs heat? That's amazing. What else can absorb heat from the surroundings?" Michael says, when wet clothes are hung under the sun, they absorb heat from the sun and become dry after some time. The heat that is absorbed changes water to water vapor. This involves a change of state from liquid to gas. Eddie asks again, "I saw my mom put some mothballs inside the cupboard. Is that also an example of the heat absorption process?" Michael replies, "Exactly. When mothballs are placed inside the cupboard, the mothballs absorb heat from the surroundings and they undergo sublimation. During the sublimation of mothballs, its state changes from solid to gas." Eddie asks, "Any examples of how heat is released?" Michael explains, "Of course. Look at the grass. In the morning, you will notice that the grass is wet with water droplets called dew. Dew forms when the water vapor in the air condenses into water. During the condensation process, the water vapor changes its state from gas to liquid." Eddie asks, "What about the formation of ice from water? It should be a heat-releasing process." Michael replies, "Yes. When water is placed inside the freezer, it releases heat energy and the water freezes. During the freezing process, the water changes its state from liquid to solid." Eddie says, "Yes, Michael. Let's go into the air-conditioned room now before my ice cream totally changes its state to liquid." Michael replies, "Let's go."
In this module, we can learn about the change of state. Water is the only substance on earth that naturally occurs in three different states: ice in solid state, water in liquid state, and steam or water vapor in gaseous state. Melting. Let's do an activity. Take a few ice cubes in a plate and keep it on the table. After half an hour, observe. The ice cubes have melted and turned into water, that is liquid. The temperature at which a substance melts from solid to liquid is called its melting point. When a solid is heated, molecules begin to vibrate faster, thus loosening the bonds between them. As the temperature increases, the bonds weaken further, till at the particular temperature they break apart and they begin to flow like a liquid. Next, we can learn about boiling, steam and evaporation. With the help of an adult, pour the water in a saucepan and heat it. After a few minutes, water will start boiling and you shall find steam rising up. This is water vapor, which is in a gaseous state. The highest temperature a liquid can reach before turning into gas is called its boiling point. When a liquid is heated, the molecules which are not as tightly packed as solid start moving around with some more energy. There comes a point where bubbles begin to form. This is when a liquid has reached its boiling point. It is then molecules start escaping from the surface and become a gas. The process of converting water from liquid state to the gaseous state is called evaporation. Condensation. Now remove the saucepan from the fire. Cover it with a lid. After a few minutes, lift the lid. Carefully look at the underside of the lid. You will see the droplets of water. You will see water vapor comes in contact with the cool surface of the lid and condenses back to water. Here, the molecules of gas move around freely as the bonds between them are very weak. When the gas is cooled enough, the molecules begin to form the drops of liquids. This is called condensation. Water vapor condensing from the air on the leaves, petals, and grass is called dew. Different gases condenses at different temperature. Freezing. Cool the water in a saucepan for some time. Then pour it in a ice tray. Keep it inside the freezer of the refrigerator. Remove the ice tray from the freezer after 3 hours. You will find the water has frozen back into ice, that is in solid state. This process is called freezing. Most substances contract and become smaller when they freeze, as the molecules get tightly packed.